Mini episode 290 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by The Unheard Scene, your home for great music interviews of all stripes. Follow them on the web at unheardscene.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to mini episode number 290 of the FDH Lounge. This is FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our presentation of the FDH Lounge odds for major developments in the final season of Breaking Bad. It's the program that Grantland's Chuck Klosterman has branded the very finest of this golden age of TV programming, and fans are eagerly awaiting the twists and turns in the remaining 8 episodes. We've assessed the likelihood of various scenarios and laid odds to that effect. Number 1, will Hank enlist any help to bring down Walt? No is minus 600, yes is plus 450. Remember, Hank is keenly aware that he obtained his promotion as head of the Albuquerque DEA office when the previous chief was drummed out for being suckered by Gus Fring and allowing him to operate right under his nose. This is Walt's brother-in-law and the man who financed his very costly rehabilitation from the cousin's attack. Is anyone going to believe Hank wasn't corrupt if he runs right to his associates? He may very well have Gomi work a few leads without telling him specifically what's going on, but the smart money says that's as far as he'll go. The wild card in all of this is the potential for Marie to get nosy if she notices Hank acting weird, which she is bound to do given the enormity of the bombshell he has uncovered and the boundless capacity for betrayal that he must feel. Number 2, which past associate of Walt's is most likely to serve as a loose end in terms of exposing him? Saul, 4-1, Jesse, 8-1, Lydia, 10-1, Todd, 15-1, Declan, 20-1, anyone else, 50-1. There's probably no recoverable loose ends left from around Gus, Mike, Tuco, or any of Walt's other dead criminal associates. Todd's probably handling the cooking now with Walt in retirement. Declan's probably on the DEA radar, especially now that he's slinging the real blue meth. And Hank knows Lydia's involvement with Heisenberg somehow. But the real intrigue comes with Saul and Jesse, both of whom Hank has suspected in the past. If Walt becomes a problem for either of them, Saul could always come clean to Jesse about the poisoning of Brock. That would give Jesse all the reason he would need to kill Walt. Number 3, who will be poisoned by the ricin in the wall socket? Nobody, 5-1. An enemy of Walt's who ingests it exactly according to his plan, 10-1. Skyler, 20-1. Hank, 30-1. Holly, 35-1. Walt Jr., 40-1. Somebody else altogether, 100-1. This show subverts expectations regularly, so the notion of Chekhov's gun that so many fans invoke for the teases of future drama don't always materialize. The closest similarity to this ricin is Saul's grid eraser, although you would have to think that development could come into play since the cold open of the Season 5 premiere did the flash forward of Walt with a new identity toward the end of the series. But the ricin, if used, could come in the form of a domestic accident, with someone accidentally coming across it, and the tragedy of this would be incalculable. Or Hank, who is decidedly not a chemist, may come across it while doing some unauthorized snooping around the home. That would be a twist nobody would have seen coming. Number 4, will any major character die except for Walt? Skyler, 6-1. Jesse, 8-1. More than one person, 12-1. Hank, 20-1. Holly, 35-1. Walt Jr., 40-1. Marie, 50-1. Nobody, 75-1. Anyone else, 100-1. As most serious fans of the show know, Jesse was slated to be killed off in Season 1, but the writers wisely reconsidered. Considering that Boyd Crowder was to be killed off in the pilot of the equally awesome Justified, the flexibility of writers to react to unexpected levels of success from their actors is an underrated aspect for developing a great show. But the thought of killing Jesse has always been there for Gilligan and company, and it would carry incredible weight at this stage. Going back to the Chekhov's gun theory, Skyler has been terrified of death since she first learned of Walt's secret life. It would certainly be a major twist if the show's aforementioned flash forward actually referred to Walt avenging Hank's death, as he was almost in the position of doing at the end of Season 4. The death of any major character would take the show to an unbearably dark place, but we've been implicitly assured of such consequences all along. Number 5, What Fate Awaits Walt at the End. Killed by Jesse, 4-1. Killed by Hank, 8-1. Killed by Skyler, 15-1. Alive but in hiding and separated from his family, 30-1. Other, 35-1. In jail, 60-1. Killed by other criminals, 75-1. Dead of cancer, 200-1. All we know is that Walt is going down in style. With the protagonist role having flipped to Hank along the way, in any instance, he'll either likely be the live hero who kills or captures Walt or the dead hero who exposes him. Clearly there are a few key people who have motives, or likely could develop motives based on what they learn, to kill Walt. Many have speculated that the most fitting ending is for Walt to plummet from the peak of his success at the end of Season 5, when he retired, smug and rich, and was reunited with his kids, to some form of exile at the end with his family permanently gone. Whatever the ending, it will certainly be epic. Thank you for tuning in to FDH Lounge mini-episode number 290.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and The Periodic Table of Elements.